Hi, my name is Master Cruz Star. What's occurring? This is the channel where Jesus Christ rules. Guys, this conversation, this topic today is going to be about porn, okay, and the reality of it, and the absolute lie of it as well. Um, at the end of the day, since I've been in the church, I've learned and realised that the woman, her role and how she's supposed to be feeling in her mind and heart and stuff like that, which God made us all into, so obviously you should know. The way that we think isn't the way that we perceive things, what we see in the world today. Okay, this is a fallen world, and this world is not, what it seems to be. Now, I'm going to give you an example. As I was growing up, I always thought about marriage and stuff like that as I was little. And we used to play games, games like Wendy House and Mummy and Daddy and stuff like that, which I'm sure that some of you can, recognise that and relate. Um, Now, this is how I think about the situation, and I know that a lot of women think like this, and a lot of Christian women think the same way as me. Okay, let me just take these gas off to do my head in. Okay, so how it is with me and a lot of other women is this, that it's not about the sex, just about the sex for us. Okay, it's not about the sex for us at all. I'm not saying it's not a part of it, but um, we're more self-controlled when it comes down to things like that. And if we get into a relationship with somebody who's always wanting sex all the time, it can make us depressed. Okay, because we're looking for intimacy, and we're not just talking about having sex with somebody. We're talking about the whole thing. Us women like it when we're with somebody, and obviously when you first meet somebody, all of the hormones and all the chemistry is up there, isn't it? But this chemistry doesn't leave unless it will never leave unless you've still got that thing. What I'm going to be discussing with you now. We like to clean up for our husbands, and it makes us feel good. It makes us feel sexy. Okay, we like to cook for our husbands. Okay, it makes us feel sexy. It all goes hand in hand. But obviously, if you've got a man that that's never in, he's never in, he's not actually appreciating what it is that you're doing, you're not going to feel that sexy feeling. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, for us women, we see that men are kings. And obviously we're taking care of the home. It's his kingdom. We're raising his children, and blah 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 blah. So obviously this is what makes us feel sexual. Okay, so then when we have sex with our husbands, we get that ultimate thrill because we've put the cleaning up, the cooking, the looking after his kids all in one bungle. Okay, and it takes us a long time for us to come down off that high after we've had sex with that man. And some men just like to roll over and do what they want to do, but the fact of the matter is, us women should really be getting upset about that, because the way that a man thinks about sex is different to how we think about it. Okay, it's not about rolling over as such. It's just that men get very tired and sleepy. They've let loose all that all the what I mean. I'm not going to go into it too deep. Now, this is going to be leading me to the topic what I'm actually going to be talking to you about, which is porn. Okay, these bastards are a liar. Okay, these immoral women are a liar. The whole thing's a lie. And this video is going to be educational, by the way, to help people. Okay, um, when you're younger and you're watching those sort of things and you haven't got guidance and you haven't got God in your life and you don't understand women, you don't understand men, you're going to be led by this thing where you think that porn is it's real. It's not. These women are getting paid for this, okay? And the people who are producing these things are getting paid for it. So it's all about money. It's not about the actual feeling of what I've just said to you about how a man and woman operate. Okay, a man gets sexual desires from the woman respecting him. Okay, and the woman gets her sexual desires from the husband loving her. Okay, the porn world is not based on any of those things. Okay, just think about it like this. I'm just going to give you one example to a situation. I've got many, but we'll be here all day. Um, a woman, when she thinks about her partner, her husband, she's thinking about cooking and cleaning for this guy. She's got this whole picture all built up, the house and everything. Okay, a woman that's in the porn industry, okay, and those men that are in porn industry, they're thinking about one thing. Okay, they're not thinking about what I've just said. Okay, so it can't be real. Okay, it's about money. Um, and this leads me to what I'm going to say to you now. Okay, the truth is, okay, not a lot of people are going to agree with me on this, but I don't really care. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, when a man has sex with a woman, okay, he's she gets jealous of the fact that she's ever giving him her private part. Okay, and that's what makes her feel good. okay? But the man gets more out of it than the woman will do, because I've just told you what it is that she likes. She likes to clean up, look after his children. She likes to cook. She's doing things like that. That's what makes her feel that desire inside it, that she wants to have sex with him, because she's looking after her family. Okay, porn stars don't do that. Okay, they're thinking about money. So when they're opening their, yeah, they will be, getting all, making up all these stupid noises. What they do. Okay, I'm not being funny. I'm not turning around and saying that we don't make noises with our partners, but it's over exaggerated. What I'm saying, it's not enjoyable. They're thinking about the money. Okay, a woman doesn't have the same mechanism as a man does. So when he ejaculates, the way that she's going on in this porn is like as if she's got like this thing going on. Now, when you get instant gratification when you start masturbating and stuff like that, yeah, you might be able to get that. But when a man's going into a woman, okay, you're not going to get that. It's just all a lie at the end of the day. A woman does not make noises like that. So obviously, when a normal man, a man gets into a relationship with a woman, he's expecting this thing to happen where the woman's making up all this noise. Now, like I say to you, each to each to our own. It depends on how you're feeling that day. But if you are on a proper a level with this guy, you are going to be kind of making some sort of noise. But the noises what these people are making is over exaggerated. They're not enjoying it. They can't enjoy it because in the background they haven't got their I'm gonna ask with this man. I'm gonna cook and clean. I'm gonna rear his children because it's money based. So you can hear that the noise is not real at all. There's no passion in that situation at all. Okay, and certain noises do come from passion. Okay, but this is not. This is just basically pure noise. And you notice that all of them make the same noise all the time. So I just want to kind of like help the men, especially the young men. It might even be older men. I don't know. A woman does not feel the noise that she's making. She's not really feeling that feeling. It's a lie. Okay, that feeling comes from the desires of building home, cooking, cleaning, looking after the children. Do you know what I mean? Maybe shopping or whatever, and she gets that sensation of like, oh, this is my man, okay, and she gets jolly off receiving her man sexually, okay, and she knows that her man needs relieving, okay. That's the reason why God made Eve for Adam, okay, and I'm talking about the Garden of Eden here, okay. The woman was made for man, okay, not the other way around. Even though that we do give birth to man, it's just that that's the original thing. We was made for man, so that means that he has sexual desires. That's why men think about sex more than women do, and that's how it's supposed to be anyway. Unless God's handed you over to a disbased mind and you're a woman that acts like you're a bloke, that you just want it 24 hours a day. That's a disbased mind. You've been handed over to your own lust. Okay, but like I'm saying to you, a lot of these people who are making these films, it's not real. Okay, it's not real. And then when you keep watching that all the time, it's going to make you sick as well because you're going to be expecting that thing all the time. It drains you, it dehydrates you, it takes all your energy out of you. Succubus and incubus will come into the situation as well, which is spiritual evil spirits that will basically devour your spirit, okay? Because it's not a natural way. It's not a natural way of living, is it, at the end of the day? And then once you've gone and, heightened up your sexual desire, you're not going to be able to have that sexual desire with a normal human being. Because it's not normal, so you're not going to enjoy yourself because it's not natural for a woman to be making that sort of noise. She's not enjoying it at all. She doesn't even know this bloke. She doesn't know him. She doesn't like him. She doesn't fancy him. And those noises, if you were to go and make noises like that, would be coming from the fact that you know this guy, you've cooked and you cleaned for him, and you've got all that going on. It's a build-up of everything for a woman. Okay, it's not just about her opening up her legs. She has to, her husband loves her, and he's giving her money to look after the house, making sure that he's looking after her financially, and the house is built nice, and obviously she depends on him. Okay, so obviously when she does have sex with him, she gets that feeling of like, I'm giving him something. Okay, I'm obligated to give him my, and obviously you get jolly off that, and then that makes her jolly. It's not the other way around. And I hope that you can understand what I'm on about, but porn is a lie at the end of the day. And the women and the men, it's all a lie, it's fake. It's just all for people to sin and for money at the end of the day. And that's all I want to say on the topic. Okay? Have a healthy sex life, please, guys. Okay? And when you do, make sure that you get into a relationship with somebody that that you can feel comfortable with the fact, knowing that, as a woman, that you're giving yourself to that man. Okay? Regardless. God bless you guys. Bye.